Good morning. Pawpaw, Sammy, and Alley here. This morning, I'm going to work on this old axe. Okay, number one, usually I do the metal first and leave the handle alone. Get this taken care of, then come back to the easy part. But I'm going to do some fast pointers on woodwork. At one time in my young days, I refinished antiques. It's a lot of work, it just takes time. And the big mistake a lot of people make, it, well, this is 120 grit, by the way. Uh, they'll get the roughest grit they can get their hands on, and they just bear down hard and just start scrubbing. That'll get the old varnish and stuff off fast, but it's also pitting and scratching your wood, which means you got to come back later with 150, 180, and work your booty off to try to get the scratch marks out. So what you do is you take your, not your heaviest grit, but your medium 120, and real lightly, just barely touch it. I mean, I'm just barely touching. I don't know if you can see it enough. Look, basically, I'm just letting it slide. No pressure whatsoever. And see, it's taking that old varnish off. It takes the old varnish off. And you might work 3 or 4 or 5 minutes like this, where you could do it in 2 minutes with your heavier grit. But what happens is you'll cost yourself time, unbelievable time later, trying to come back and get the cut marks out where the heavy grit left, the scratch marks. But like this, see, it's smooth as silk. All that old varnish is gone. Now, that takes care of that. Oh, another point. Never ever, if you put water on this handle, don't try to finish it or sand it for at least 4 or 5 days. Let it dry completely. If you wet it, it makes the pores stand up and you start sanding and you got a mess. Uh, you just like if you're doing dirt work in your yard, working in your yard, if it rains and you try to work in the mud, you just make a mess. You got to dry, then work it. Same thing with wood. Now, I do use different items to work with. Now, my favorite thing, if I got to clean and wet wood, Mary's oil soap. This stuff, you can tell is getting old. I've had it a while. I have actually used, not said I have, you don't have to. I have actually used this to clean oil paintings. A buddy of mine had a oil painting and sat in his garage for years. He had mud dauber's nest all over it. It was filthy. The frame was all dirty. I took a very, very weak solution, teaspoon to a quart of water, and cleaned that oil painting. Come out beautifully. Now, what it's going to do in the long term, I don't know. I'm not recommending that. I'm telling you what I did. But anyway, you do your little light sanding and get your hammer where you want it. Then you come back with this, a solution of this. The history on this stuff is soap, as you know, is made from lye and animal fat. That's soap. Back in the day, Mr. Murray decided he'd try something to sell. He's a salesman. So instead of using animal fat, he used vegetable oil soap. And his motto was, it'll put the natural oil back in the wood. Believe me, this don't have any oil in it. Not right now. Not as dry as that is. But anyway, it sounded good. But it really works good. It's 99% natural, biodegradable, clean. You can put it on your hands, it won't hurt, and it does the job. Now, the next thing is when you get to this. See how they beat on it, roughed it up? Well, that can all be done with the grinder right here. Now, let me reiterate. I do not sharpen these axes when I work on them. They're not to be cut in wood. Not in my area anyway. Where I live, there's no need for it. And if anybody in the future is rural, they want to chop wood with it, all they got to do is sharpen it. They'll be ready to go. Now, I'll take this grinder. I have this blade right there to do the heavy grinding. But then I have multitudes of these. This is 80 grit. This is 60 grit. And that's another grinder blade. But I have different sizes of these to get on this metal. And it works really good. So I'm going to turn the camera off and do some fast cleanup with the grinder. Too much noise to film. So, all right, it took about 3 minutes to take off the rough edges and smooth it, okay? That was with the heavy grinder blade. Now, I'll go back over. I don't like to polish with this grinder blade because it tends to cut. But I can take these 60s and 80s and different grades and work it down slow and easy. And it don't cut. It kind of it'll cut lightly, but it does more like polishing. So what I'll do now is set it up in my vise and do some polishing on one side and let you see what it looks like. And I do this with the camera off because there's just too much noise. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take off this heavy blade off my grinder. Now, people, you don't need to have a grinder. You can do this with hand sandpaper, with a file. That's a metalworking file right there. I'm not sure of the grit, but you can work with that. Yeah, it depends on what you have, what you enjoy doing, and how you enjoy doing it. Now, when I get this on there, then it's just a matter of time. By the way, it was definitely unplugged. You don't play around with them grinders with them unplugged. Plus, there's no guard on this grinder. And I've got scars. You grind and not paying attention and you touch that blade, it'll cut you so fast you won't actually know you cut until about just a second or so. Then you'll realize you've been cut. I'd rather have the glove cut than my hands. All right. So what I do is this now. I take my little axe and I take it, and what I do is find an old rag, an old glove, something, whatever, and I wrap that handle where it don't get all cut up and scarred, because that's just something else you got to refix. And put it in here. And you don't need it tight. You just want it where it don't move. All right? And you take your grinder and you start polishing. Now, I'm going to polish, but I'm not going to do it with that camera on. It's just, like I said, it's just way too much noise. It really is. Now, 5 minutes by the clock. Look. See that? All right, that's just now. That's before I started. Whenever you're using these discs, it goes smooth and easy. Now, look how pretty that is. And slick as a whistle. And that was with 80 grit. Now, when I get down to 120, you're talking about a polish. That's going to be a polish. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shape it up, clean it up, get all the metal done, and we'll take it from there. And in the meanwhile, like I said, it's pretty noisy. Okay, now I got it mostly done on both sides. I'm not finished with it, but I have to stop. I'll come back with the 120 and go over this again. But in the meanwhile, You you want to make sure that what you did don't rust while you doing something else. So a little light coat of oil, that's good for a week or 10 days right there. It's looking better though, isn't it? Like I said, I'll have to take the 120 and give it a real good polish. And I got a few spots I got to touch up, like right here, but that's coming. Now, once I get that metal finished, this handle is not a whole lot of problem. It really isn't. I'd be quick to take care of. Anyway, time to go to the club and get my work.